1 to 1. I'm about to bust the whole summer up. Plotting, you think that I'm dumb or something? I might lose it all just to run it up. All my best friends dead. Don't take that to the head. Would've thought I worked for Wall Street. Lately I've been seeing red. Tick-tock, timeless, falling, silence. Duo, mileage, take off, pilot. Ready for blast off, get ready for blast off. Pilot, go, go, take off, pilot. Get out the box, well, don't get out your word. What you heard? You lit on the first, but you're dead by the third. Getting burned. All for the dollar, might run out of gas now. You're gone. Way back in school, you were known as the class clown. You're wrong. Why you trying to prove it back now? Why you trying to move fast now? You ain't even all that now. I can hear it in your raps now. Posted proper politicking. Getting back to bigger business. I got cheese, let it spinach. I've been running up the digits. Still live simply. 990s on my feet. Who's that? What's that? Who's he? Neighborhood on the scene. Neighborhood on the scene. Tick-tock, timeless, falling, silence. Duo, mileage, take off, pilot. Ready for blast off, get ready for blast off. Pilot, go, 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 take off, pilot. I press the button and the doors go up. That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hit record a job, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it.
We're here in Cayman Country Club Estate, and we're here with Nicholas, aka Gussy. So we're here talking about the Scooby. Alright? How long have you owned this car?
Car was bought in 2007. Been through several changes. It was originally front wheel two-wheel drive. I mean, it was a Japanese domestic. I know Subarus are famous for all-wheel drive technology. And then we did our first upgrade in 2010.
Which upgrade was this? Was it the major overhaul?
Yes, it was the major overhaul. So what we did, we got a donor car from Japan. It was a 2006 WRX, but that car couldn't come into the Jamaica because of the age. So bought all the parts from the car itself and did a total strip down and rebuild of the car itself. So the first was, so we went from two-wheel drive 1500 to 2-liter turbocharged 5-speed all-wheel drive. You know, I mean, it was a good accomplishment. In 2016, I think it was, we decided that we're going to upgrade now from the WRX setup to the STI setup. So again, we got our next donor car, which was actually an STI Forester. We went ahead and did a total pull down again, and then we kept the engine though. We did some modification. We kept the engine and did some work on the engine later on that I will get into. But we did a total strip down and put back together again. We went STI this time around. As I said, STI Forester was the donor car, 06 SG9, and we just went through and just did over the whole drive transmission and well, the drive line and all those ways. What we call now an STI engine rebuild. So what we did now, we basically take the WRX platform engine, upgraded the cams to STI cams, upgraded the pistons them to STI pistons and rods and crank, and went king bearings. So right now the STI badge that you see on the back of the car is not for show. Even though STIs Subaru don't officially make STIs in this body shape.
Alright.
So if you take a look at what these are aftermarket headlamps. We did some installation and did some slight modification to them. Deeper, and as you see, we went with the wide body. This is actually a sedan fender. So all we did was put on the sedan fender with the sedan
liner,
sedan front bumper, and everything lined up back perfectly on a wagon. Right.
And then I see the 4 pistons.
Yeah, the 4-piston Brembo brakes with the BBS wheels.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, signatures.
And we went to the Forester Black STI seats.
Yeah.
Right? pardon my Pepsi buckle. You know, straight up, and then
And
we
the
did
6-speed.
And the 6-speed. We also did a center console upgrade, and then for the back, you see the Brembo, the brake
Yeah, the
seals.
2-piston.
So one of the things that reached me now was that we wanted to just upgrade just the front brakes alone to Brembo, and then eventually, hopefully, the calipers would work on the back. So when we did the front upgrade, we started going to the back now. We realized we have to change the backing plate. Now for the backing plate for work, we have to change the spindle. Now for the spindle for work, you have to change the axle. Now for the axle to change the work, guess what? You have to change the differential. Now for the differential for work, you have to change the drive shaft. So hence, therefore, we ended up buying the whole entire drive shaft. Right?
Wow.
So this is now, the exhaust is from an old 2 Bugeye. This is a special exhaust that has been tuned by STI.
So what size
I think it's
catback?
2
2¼
Come all the way back.
Okay.
Right. So
And then this muffler is like a tree.
right. So what we did now, we wanted to keep the build as stock as we possibly can to basically eliminate any kinks, and then we upgrade accordingly. But
sense.
over the years, we eliminated the kinks, and no upgrade is basically needed. You understand? So we just give thanks. And I said to you before, the badging is not for show, guys. So we go to my bridging, them Spoons Racing, Garnet, and Carl, Tix, and Taliban, and the rest of the guys, because I mean they stuck with it through me to the original build and got it up. And when we went to upgrade it to STI, the guys are still there. Give thanks. Pretty Blue Performance, Mr. Hamilton, big up yourself. He was the one that did the engine build for me. You know, and it's a very strong engine, and we give thanks. And then this now, the sticker, big up STI and them quick rack. Because boy, I'm not gonna tell you a lie, it gives a different angle to the car. So it's actually a quick rack steering inside the back, inside the car. So we did that upgrade as well. Feast your eyes. Apologies for the dirt. But I mean, I love the bush.
A rally.
And I will have cane pieces in my house. So from time to time I go and I enjoy myself. Alright, so this is the STI build. We'll have the STI straight runners that are here. So they come with a tumble valve to give that low down torque. So instead I had the deletes in first, but then I got the straight runner. And then we have the STI dark blues. Supposed to are the light blues, so them correct right there. The injectors. And as I say, we try to keep it as stock as we can. So the outstanding projects now, the intercooler spray bottle. It's in. So my custom build bracket. But it's in. So we're on our way in terms of having that sorted out. This intercooler is the largest intercooler STI makes for the TMIC, which is top mount. We went this option because of the turbo performance. While we have a long travel for the exhaust, we have a short travel for the discharge of the turbo. The final story is that turbo right there. Turbocharger. It's from a STI limited edition S203. It's actually a rebuilt turbo. So we bought the turbocharger and ordered a front compressor blade for it. They had modified they had changed the front compressor hose to a VF36. Some is alright cool, but it's actually a VF42. But the compressor for the 36 can fit on the 42, but it just moves left ear. Then now it's a twin scroll, but I have a single scroll setup because I'm upgrading from a TDO5. Why the Legacy we went to the Legacy twin scroll headers is because of the torque that it gives. It's smaller than the STI, the JDM STI, and it gives us a little bit more, that more torquey feel. So what we did now, we Siamese into a single scroll, and then now we got a donation from a VF22 that I had. So I take the VF22 back housing, put on the VF42, eventually get back the original VF42 front cover, compressor housing, polished it and so forth, and then put it back together, and I will get a S203 turbocharger there. Nice performance, nice reaction, As my brethren would have said, big up Ian, Sufi, you ask and it answer. And that's the most important thing with a turbocharger. We had cold air intake in at first. We officially originally did the swap. But then, I mean, if the S203 or the S line, S202, S203, S204 upwards use the stock airbox, who am I to question Subaru's thing? And so we went back with the stock airbox setup with the air accumulator and the fender, the whole works. And it run good so far.
How much power is like push?
Alright, so I'm not one for dynos, but we went on the dyno once back in the day, and the dyno was ill at the time. So I think the max did work out to 148 just for 2 wheels. It's a 4-wheel dyno.
Right.
So rough estimates would have carried just below 300 horsepower at the time. And that time was a WRX setup or whatever. I would say we didn't do much modification to the engine apart from STI pistons and parts or whatever. We did the rebuild. Haven't dynoed since. So we're in the process of getting rid of some other kinks that we have, and then, as I say, once we get that out of the way, we're good to go from this. But we're supposed to have, I think we did 15 seconds with issues on the quarter mile, and that was, as we say, we had some breaking up issues. I think we eventually found out that the plugs were fouled because of some other issues that we had. So we fixed all of that now, so we haven't been back to the track as yet. With COVID-19 and the restrictions, the track that usually give us the time, they don't really open for meets like that, you know, to do test and tune or whatever. So we don't have an up-to-date time since the new build.
Okay. So what's the plan from here, or what's the new plan?
Alright, so the first thing, the shame, the car for spray. So we wanted to get rid of most of the kinks out of the way first, so we could get the car up and running on a level, and then we'll work on spraying. So the car is going to be sprayed, and that's basically it. Spray and clean. I think we have one minor issue. I can't remember it right now. Oh, we did an ABS upgrade. We upgraded the ABS pump to the newer version and so forth. So we have a small electrical problem with that is concerned. But the car brakes are still working. We have the 2 wheel sensors not reading, but the back speed sensor not reading, so we're going to fix that. And these, so that TN body damper. So that we have something for TN on the car. You understand what I'm saying?
So it's the STI sway bar.
And STI Fuji aerospace division, you know, straight up. Yeah? But once the car gets some love, we're supposed to go from there. So the plan is, as I said, first quarter this year is going to be in the shop. We're going to do some upgrades. We're going to redo over the calipers, get a proper service, you know, timing belt, sensors, the bearings at the front for the belt. We're going to just do the whole thing and, you know, freshen up back again. Hopefully we can get a solid 5-6 years out again and we're good to go from this.
So you're ready for the 2022 then?
So ready for the 2022.
What have you dubbed the?
Dubbed the?
Yeah.
Well, your brother gave it a name back in the day. And well, SST, Imam Marco, or Sosa tailpipe with him face to say. And one day, him come bar the car in my office, say, my Uncle Clive I go up on the road. So, when him come back, it wasn't Sosa tailpipe anymore. But I haven't really given the car a name, you know, straight up. I think it has a personality unto itself, and it's just the car. My friends call it Mickey, obviously because it's me. But I'm a nickname it Mickey as well. Sometimes I know Mickey, but apart from that, I really don't give it an official name because I mean I don't want to put any label on it because it's a very unique car. It's a 2003 Impreza with a 2006 WRX rebuilt to STI spec engine with a 2006 Forester driveline. So imagine me going to buy parts. If I want to buy that, hi, this is the chassis number for a Forester SG9. Could have it, you understand? So it's a creation. and I'm really proud of it. If a friend asked me if I was to do it again, if I would do it again, I say yes.
What was the main reason for building and not buying?
The experience.
The experience.
You go school, go study engineering, you want for at least, do that kind of hands-on kind of vibe, straight up for, so you learn stuff in school, and this provided an opportunity to build that bridge between what was taught and what actually exists, the practical.
How much money are you spending on this so far?
Too much! Well, too much! No, but for me, at the time, it's my advice. If you're going to go down this road and build a car like this, right? In order for it to remain cost effective, a stock build is advised. You don't need to go over bossy, right? You just stock build. Do it. Don't overdo it. Right? Just do it. About the words on the door. Yeah, don't overdo it. Right? If you work the maths, if you get a donor chassis and get the parts, it may work out to basically the same amount of money as buying. But for me, it's just the experience and what you learn. So what they do is that whatever works for them, they just throw it in the Impreza and they're good to go from this. That's what I say. And even manufacturing processes, why make 5 different chassis? We can make one chassis, I make one tall, one short, one sedan, one hatchback. That's what I say. Global platform. So I say I did not have to in this swap. Remember, moving from 2-wheel drive 1500 to 4-wheel drive turbocharged, and I never have to bore a hole. So the STI body is the same, just but never have to bore a hole, nothing at all. Maybe me put in additional 1 and 2 screw, right? But never have to bore a hole. Give thanks to the past two, straight up. Hopefully one of them days will come return the favor. Show what I'm going for the machine, the Chicago, the Chi-Town.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? Straight up.
Freely and Marco yet for forward.
Eh?
Yeah, say yeah, Marco yet for forward.
Yeah. We're going to start it out, Him have been him got German engineering and God bless him so. All Chris abandoned him long time. I said, yo, me dash for that, but buy a Civic. All the way to Germany.
Buy back a Civic.
Buy back a Civic. So, Mr. Lee, I hope you learn the lesson. Alright, no, we not really have no IG, but I want to big up just a few people. I'm just saying in the video, Mr. Hamilton from Pretty Blue Performance, big up yourself, my boss. All the time I call you and I bother you. Garnet and the Spoons Racing people, them who stuck by me, even though I take the bag of card in, because them are Evon people, Yes, Garnet, Taliban, Carl, Denzel, the whole of them are Evon man. But the only Subaru man on there. Oh, and Ron, but Ron just come. Right? Straight up, big up unruly people, them unruly backsack WhatsApp group, big up you guys, Peebo, Mike, the whole of you guys, we have had very constructive conversations over the past year and change, and it's a platform for us to share and fellowship as Subaru owners, big up everybody, you understand them? So, peace out.
Well, that's a wrap, people. All the way from
K-Manas Country Club STI. Man's time, I think I said K-Manas Park. I didn't even beat him,
Hype. Bright.
Peace. I am Andrew Lobban.
Just blame it on the hustle. Got these tattoos on my skin. I promise I'm no trouble. I'm from cash inside the duffel. Not 6 the size of Russell. I get fly. You be crutching on designer that ain't fly. I'm young lad, I scoop the